Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively, we're the three most expensive office blokes in the world.
Indeed.
Depending on what you want to hire us for.
And what your class is expensive.
Yeah, that's true as well. It's very subjective, isn't it? Yeah, we are the Office Blokes, and we're trying to get to 200,000 subs, and if you could help us out with that, it'd mean the world. So if you're not subscribed and you're watching this, pop down there, hit subscribe, and that's it. There you go.
Easy.
I'd love to get to 1 million, but, we'll see.
Eventually.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Right, most expensive pets in the world.
So they're going to be exotic, I suppose, aren't they?
Got to be, aren't they? You're not going to get like a dog that costs 250 grand, I don't think, are you? Do they exist?
Yeah. So.
Horses would be, I imagine. Expensive horses.
They could be huge.
I think you get dogs in the hundreds of thousands.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain you
really?
do. That's why dog theft is so ridiculous at the moment.
Yeah.
And I like French bulldogs when they're a certain colour.
My son's got, is it blue, they call him?
Yeah.
He's got a blue French bulldog.
Yeah.
And he has to keep his wits about him when he takes him
Without a doubt, yeah.
It's a big thing these days, isn't it? Absolutely, yeah. You've got to be on your toes.
I think they're like 5,000, 10,000, something like that. They're not, this
these are
sort
going to be,
stuff.
yeah, these are going to be crazy money.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Yeah,
Imagine it's going to be some bonehead in like Saudi Arabia that's,
Yeah.
it's fine, I've got to, walking around with a fucking leopard.
Yeah. It's got to be like the one and only mountain leopard that was left in the wild.
Yeah.
Get it on the chain.
Yeah.
I suppose some pedigree dogs, say ones at Wincrofts and stuff like that, they're probably worth quite a lot for breeding purposes, aren't they?
The only time I watched Crufts is when that guy legged it and tried to steal that whippet. Remember, did you see it?
I didn't know. I've never watched it in my life.
Oh, it happened about 2 years ago or 3 years ago, maybe.
Right.
And a whippet won it. And they're in that parade sort of like ring.
Yeah.
And I read about it and I thought, I've got to watch that then. So I turned it on. And then I went back and fast forward it to the end, see what happens. Anyway, the whippet comes around and he parade it, and the guy runs to the dog, and he's like this celebration they give where he sort of like walks across and jumps to the dog and awards the dog whatever he wins, and then fucking some guy jumps out of the crowd, fucking legged it and grabbed the whippet, went legging off with the whippet.
Really?
Yeah,
that's a guy.
I was like, "Where's me whippet?" Flat cap on and everything.
Oh, wow.
That's a guy who lost his dog in the divorce. That's like dog fathers for justice.
Just a dog napper.
Was he dressed as Batman?
Yeah, just a dog napper who was out to steal dogs.
At Crufts.
At Crufts,
fucking hell,
on
cameras
TV.
Everything. Oh, man.
Anyway, let's get into it. The most expensive pets in the world. Let's do this.
From cute fluffy lions to lavender anacondas, how much are you willing to spend on your pet? Here are 13 of the most expensive pets ever. Number 13. I am Sermani chicken. You might not think chickens are that exciting, but did you know that there are luxury chickens that are worth thousands of dollars? What? The I am Sermani chicken is a rare breed of chicken from Indonesia. Considered the Lamborghini of poultry, it is possibly the rarest chicken in the world. It is completely black from its feathers to its tongue to its feet to even its bones. Everything about it is black, which is what makes it spectacular to look at in comparison to the common chicken. Many people have chickens as pets aside from farmers, as they can be quite affectionate animals, but this particular breed would cost a lot. They are only sold in pairs for $5,000. In Indonesia, they are considered a sacred animal, and some say that eating their meat will cure some diseases, which hasn't helped their numbers since there are only about 3,500 left in the world. If you are a dedicated chicken collector, then this bird is for you.
Yeah, where'd you get that from, mate? Remember that oil slick?
Small painting.
It's a rare bird.
Yeah, just check the bones.
Just dripping of like fucking castrol.
Not very sacred if you're going to keep eating them, are they, either?
No.
I mean...
No, I do love chickens. I've already said I'm getting more chickens, but I'm going to spend like 12 quid on each one, not thousands. But I was just thinking instead of clucking, do they all just drop the N-bomb? Because they're so black. That's why I was chuckling halfway through. I was thinking about Bernie Mac's voice for some reason.
There's your eggs, bitch.
Motherfucker.
12. The stag beetle. You might not think beetles would make the most affectionate pets, but apparently they are extremely popular in Japan. I hear they make great listeners and are perfect pets for apartments. And if you don't like cute and cuddly, then this guy is great for you. The stag beetle has large antlers and mandibles, which make it look like a vicious creature. But this is exactly what makes them worth so much in comparison to the other common beetles that we have roaming around. Some people think that these are the cream of the crop of beetles and are willing to pay large amounts to have them as pets. The stag beetle is worth about $8,900.
No
Because
way.
of its horns, the most common form of entertainment is bug fights. These beetle fights are on Japanese TV all the time,
now it
but
makes
kids
sense.
actually don't fight them because first, they're nice beetles, and second, they are
pile drive.
expensive. If you're interested, there are several stag beetles on Instagram, like Spike the Beetle, who is also famous for his artistic abilities. Number 11.
There must be some money getting thrown down in those bets to justify that.
Better than anything.
Imagine
wouldn't
going round to his house and going like, all right, mate. Yeah, he's like fucking bowing down to you, whatever they do like that. And then all of a sudden you just go, stay there, mate. And you get the paper and just go, fuck off on the wall.
Don't worry, I've sorted it.
Sorry, mate, it's gone.
Yeah. Hit the beetle and it goes, hey. Get off.
The toucan. Dreaming of having a toucan? You are not alone. They are beautiful birds that are wonderful to look at with their black bodies, making their colorful beaks stand out even more. If you are already a bird person and have parrots, you might think, gosh, I could just add a toucan to the mix. Think again. These guys are high maintenance since they have a very, very limited diet and they cannot have their wings clipped because they are very high energy and they need lots of space. Way more than other birds of the same size. Having a toucan will take over your life. Many toucan owners often regret having gotten one or even adopting one because they have to be home all the time. Fun fact, originally from the jungles of South America, a toucan's beak is kind of a honeycomb of bone that actually contains a lot of air and isn't really a great weapon, which is good news for you. If you do have the appropriate means and passion for these birds, you can get one for about $8,000. Of course, this doesn't include the tens of thousands of dollars you will need for their food and special care that they require. However, if you are an affluent bird lover and work from home, this pet is for you. And now for number 10. But first, can you guess the most expensive pet ever? Let us know in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe if you are new here. We'd love.
It's going to be a rare tiger or something, isn't it? It's got to be.
I'm not sure they're allowed to be pets, though, are they?
I think you've got the money.
There's a fucking toucan as a pet.
I was going to say, you would have thought that'd be a pet. Even the chickens, I mean, not particularly pets, are they?
There's nothing that's come up here so far I'd classify as a pet.
Chickens are pets, without a doubt.
They're not.
They are.
They're not.
They are.
They're cuisine.
I've had chicken. No, I agree. The amount of times I'd sit in my garden looking at my chickens going, when the zombies come, am I going to be able to just and eat you? And I'm like, yeah.
What do you have chickens for? What do they do?
I think
They're fun.
I think chickens are as much a pet as a sheep
fun.
or a cow.
They're-
They're bred for food, aren't they?
Chickens.
No,
Yeah.
but they are actually affectionate. You know, they run over as soon as you come out and sort of just bobble around. It's like having two little dinosaurs running around your garden. It's awesome. Honestly, I'm all for chickens. They're great with kids.
You need to get out more, mate.
I like chicken, but not about chickens.
We know you like chicken.
Round, like, there's Mike, shit.
Yeah, they'll all be gone.
Chickens are. The thing is, when a lot of people have a couple of chickens in the garden, it's pretty common in this country. That's not for the eggs, because it's not like eggs are expensive. The eggs are just a byproduct of the pet that is the chicken.
Yeah, but all the shit you have to go through to get an egg from a chicken and clean it and all that shit. You just got to shop and buy 6 in a box.
No, that's what
done
I'm
for
saying.
you.
So you don't need the chickens for the eggs. That's what makes them a pet. You're not farming chickens for eggs, are you? When you've got
But what
two
do
in
they
your
do?
garden.
You don't take it for a walk, do you? To the pub or
No,
anything?
you just let it out in the garden. They just have fun. Just roam around. Peck at everything. Eat all the slugs.
Each their own.
Not convincing us.
Have you? Number 10. The Savannah Cat. The Savannah cat is one of the most majestic felines in the animal kingdom, with a long stride and a tall body. A Savannah cat is a hybrid cat crossed between an African serval and a domestic cat. You get the advantage of them looking like a wild cat, but with a domestic personality, which is much easier to handle for sure. Savannahs are known for being affectionate and sweet-tempered as long as they are socialized when they are young. They are often described as behaving like dogs and may require more human interaction than a domestic cat. They're pretty strong and don't like to be alone. Savannah cats range from about $12,000 to $20,000.
Wow.
Why are they so expensive? It's hard to breed a wild serval with a domestic cat in the first place. Bengal cats are also popular hybrid kitties with beautiful markings. If any of you have a Savannah or a Bengal, let us know your experience in the comments below. Number 9. DeBrazza's monkey. DeBrazza's monkey is one of the most expensive monkeys in the
what I'd
world
have.
and is often kept as a pet in Africa. Aside from their fancy name, named after the Italian explorer who supposedly found them, they have a fancy haircut with an orange crest on their head, gentle eyes, and a white muzzle from the nose down, which makes it look like they have a wise old man's beard. Native to forest habitats in Central Africa, their main predators are humans, of course, leopards, and eagles. Their defense mechanism is to freeze, which doesn't really help them. They are most commonly seen in zoos since not many places allow them as pets legally. Their personality and fur design make them highly desirable exotic pets, and they can be worth anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000.
That's the sort of pet you'd have bring you a can of beer out of the fridge and just sit next to you while he has a can of beer as well.
Useful at the same time.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Lights your cigars for you.
But yeah, and that's both smoking a cigar next to each other, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah,
Just
I'll
watching
go
the
with
football on the TV.
Yeah.
You know.
What makes a dog a pet and a chicken not?
I wouldn't
How
have
is
any
it?
of them as a
How is
pet.
it? Well, Mike's got a
You're asking
dog,
the wrong guy.
but how is that more of a pet? What does a dog do? Doesn't do anything, does it?
I'm just saying dogs are bred for domestication. They are domesticated.
I'll tell you what a dog can do.
Be in homes to be with people.
It can keep companionship and show a blind guy where to walk without fucking getting in danger. Chicken can't do that.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Because the blind
It was
he's
helping
following
the blind guy,
dog.
yeah.
He's following the blind dog and got squashed.
Number 8. Hyacinth macaw. Macaws are popular exotic pets. They are pretty, easy to train, and many find them to be a loving pet. But the hyacinth macaw outshines all of the others with its bright blue coloring with dashes of yellow. It is the largest of the flying parrot species and is native to Brazil, Bolivia, and Paraguay. Hyacinths are known as gentle giants and are highly intelligent. Even though they aren't the world's best talkers, they can learn. But if they are not socialized properly, or if they don't have enough room, they can get neurotic and aggressive. If you are ready for a 60-year relationship and have a lot of experience with birds, then you can get a hyacinth macaw for about $14,000.
Wow.
Number 7. Lavender albino ball python. If you guys are afraid of snakes, then watch out, because here's one for you, and it costs more than a car. These lavender albino pythons are the result of a rare recessive gene, which makes it a pretty shade of lavender with golden markings and ruby red eyes. This specific python is known as one of the world's most beautiful snakes. Ball pythons in general are easy to take care of if you know anything about snakes, and you can get a common python for around $20. That's kind of a scary thought already. They need constant handling and eat about once a week. They can grow to be 3 to 5 feet long, so get ready. And make sure you won't change your mind, because this investment will cost you about $40,000.
For the
Number
snake?
6. Black palm
Having a laugh.
They do nothing, snakes.
No.
Absolutely
Less than
nothing.
chickens.
Oh, yeah.
Can't even cuddle them, can you?
I think
Horrible.
people do. Like, people are weird with
Well,
snakes,
yeah,
aren't
but-
they?
Yeah, I'm not keen on snakes.
You need like
At
to play
all.
the flute and it comes out of a bag and like fucking dances and shit to make some money and get your 40 grand back. Yeah.
Should be an attack snake that
Yeah.
you can just feed through someone's window
Yeah.
and finish him off and come back.
It will cost you about $40,000.
40 grand.
Number
Wow.
6.
Madness.
Black palm cockatoo. Before you spend $16,000 on a bird, it's important to know that these birds are not very affectionate. They're very majestic birds, and contrary to their name, they aren't entirely black. They're more of a smoky gray with bright red cheeks. Since they are so big, they are also known as Goliath cockatoos. They aren't for the average pet owner, since they need 3 to 4 hours outside of their cage daily, like the toucan, and need constant attention, so it's almost like adopting another child. If you get one, know you are committing to an 80 to 90-year relationship. You have been warned. Number 5. Chimpanzees. Chimpanzees and baby monkeys can be irresistibly cute, probably because of their caring nature, their curiosity, and the fact that they are so similar to us. Many people think that getting a monkey is like getting a human baby, and that it would be a great substitute for a human companion. However, it is important to note that chimps are wild animals and don't really make good pets for the average person. Plus, owning one in many places is illegal. Chimp Haven is a rescue center that takes in many former pet chimpanzees who have gotten too aggressive or too wild for their owners to take care of. However, to own one would cost about $60,000.
Fucking hell.
Number 4. The
Madness,
Arabian
isn't it?
horse. Arabian horses
now
are
we're
one of the
talking.
most
Yeah.
recognized horse breeds in the world, with their smaller head and dainty legs. They have had a strong presence throughout history and have been valued for their toughness and their swiftness. It was first bred by the Bedouins, who only allowed the finest horses to reproduce. They have been close to people for centuries, and they have a
It's just occurred to me now.
Go on.
I remember going to a camel race meeting, and the camels were going for fucking crazy money.
Really?
So I'm thinking that's the most expensive pet, camel.
You reckon?
Yeah.
It's a curveball, that's for sure.
I remember them going for crazy money.
See, things like the Arabian horse, is it more seen as like a business thing, though, like a racehorse?
Yeah.
You know, like the camel.
For breeding,
or
Yeah.
as a pet.
Yeah.
But I remember the camel going for daft money.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it possibly could be camel.
Anything people bet on,
Yeah.
like I say, it can be, big money.
Innate ability to bond with humans. They are friendly and loyal, making them excellent companion animals. The Arabian horse is known as horse
that picture.
royalty
Yeah,
because it
great
is the
picture.
oldest purebred in the world. It was the foundation horse for many modern
200
breeds,
grand.
including the thoroughbred.
Yeah.
Reckon?
Fun fact, the first recorded Arabian horse belonged to George Washington, and he crossbred his horse with others in the cavalry to strengthen the military. All of these qualities make these horses worth around $100,000. Number 3.
I'm pretty sure the camel thing I went to, it was in the hundreds of thousands, if not into the millions.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. And I've got a feeling I read somewhere once about a camel that was like either 13 million or 18 million.
Jeez.
I don't know if that was dollars, pounds, or dirhams, or fucking Saudi blip blops, whatever they use over there.
I'm not sure. It might be because some people in that country have seen programs about before, something like albino tiger or something, or
I'm not sure you can have them as pets though.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't think you're supposed to, but legally chimpanzees you can't either, can you? So I'm just not sure which way the list is going to go, sort of thing.
I don't think it's going to be the most expensive pet in the world as such. It's the most expensive pets that people own as opposed to like that one rare tiger that someone spent millions on.
Yeah. But I remember the camel one being fucking super expensive. I
Yeah.
remember.
White lion cubs. Similarly to the lavender python,
They look
these
pretty
cute
cool,
little
don't they?
cubs are
Yeah.
the product of a recessive gene which gives them their pure white fur. But before getting into how cute and unique they are, I should say that getting a lion as a pet is not to be taken lightly. They are illegal in many places and need constant training and stimulation to keep them happy. They have been
why they got a
around
picture
since
for the tattoo they did
1938
before.
and are extremely rare. White lions are sought after for their looks and can be selectively bred for zoos and wildlife parks. The problem is that it usually involves inbreeding between lions, which hurts the strength of their domestic gene pool. Inbreeding can have major repercussions, such as hind limb paralysis or heart defects. These cubs can be purchased for around $140,000. However, even if you have the money, it would be extremely hard to get your hands on one. A Savannah cat might be a better choice. In fact, you might as well get 2. Number 2, green.
It's cruel as well, isn't it?
It's all right if you own a zoo
well, it's by itself,
and you bring
isn't
it in for commercial reasons, a little
Yeah.
bit different. Don't know.
Yeah.
But it's, you've got to have a good zoo. Don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be sort of conservation's got to be in with it as well for a zoo, I think, these days, hasn't
Yeah.
it? Can't be just for like
Not just inbreeding them for
get people
vanity.
through just staring at them or anything.
No.
It's got to be a reason for it, hasn't there? I think.
That's what zoos do, innit? People just walk around staring at animals that are in captivity.
No, yeah. A lot of zoos do conservation as well, don't they?
Yeah.
They try and breed them, especially ones that are...
yeah, they're in contact with other zoos around
Yeah.
the world, aren't they? Trying to breed
Yeah.
and stuff.
And they also bring in a lot of these ones that were ex-pets, and things
Yeah.
like that. You see some
People can't handle them. Yeah.
Monkey. Before you get too excited, I'm not talking about actual green monkeys, but a horse named Green Monkey. While he isn't an Arabian horse, this 2-year-old American thoroughbred sold for guess how much? Guess. Go
$5
ahead.
million.
I'll tell you in a bit. He was fathered from another racehorse named Forestry. So why is this horse on the list of most expensive pets? Green Monkey earned his worth from the record-breaking speed that he used to run before he was retired due to an injury. The first time that the horse raced, he ran 1/8 of a mile in 9.8 seconds, which is an incredible speed. His grandfather was Stormcat, one of the most respected stallions of all time. Bidders found Green Monkey to be flawless, and even though he had never raced professionally, he was purchased for
50 million.
I mean, it's
How long
obviously
ago it was?
it's
Looks a bit older.
Yeah, it
That.
does actually. Yeah.
obviously to be a stud. You know, he's hit 2 years old.
Go on,
now.
ask me. I'll tell you.
How much do you charge?
He's hit his prime, and now it's time to just hang out in the fields, eat grass, and just bang the lady horses and make babies. I'm going to say like 10 million.
People pay big money for stud fees, don't they?
Yeah, I'm not
For
sure how
champion
long
horse.
ago this was.
Yeah.
But it is big money. Go on. 50 million.
50 million. Mike,
Yep.
50.
50.
I'm saying 10.
for it, $16 million.
16.
Number 1, Sir Lancelot Encore. Finally, we have human's best friend.
Dog.
If you have lost a beloved pet, then this story might not sound as strange to you. Everyone loves their dogs because, well, you don't need me to tell you the reasons. Who doesn't love being welcomed home and comforted? When they pass away, it's a similar pain to losing a family member or a loved one. So when Edgar and Nina Otto lost their yellow lab, Sir Lancelot, to cancer, they couldn't take the pain. They spent $155,000 to get him cloned. The process
came out like, kill me! What have we done?
All the children.
worked, and Sir Lancelot Encore was born, affectionately known as Lancey. When they first heard that cloning technology was starting to be developed, they had Lancelot's DNA stored. Scientists in South Korea were successfully able to complete the procedure. He is known.
Take it off the menu. I'll have a. Couldn't resist that. Sorry.
As the world's first cloned dog in the world and is the father to many more litters. Because of his creation, he is worth an incredible $16 million, like Green Monkey. Fun fact, Barbara Streisand has also recently cloned her beloved late dog, Samantha. For about $50,000, you can clone your dog too.
Stop it.
Would you?
Fuck, just buy a new one.
Thanks for watching. Do you have any of these pets?
Same anyway.
Get another one.
It's not your dog anymore.
It's a different dog still, isn't it?
Yeah.
Might look similar, but I mean, it's a different dog. Simple as that.
It's just...
I really thought the camel was going to be on there. Bit disappointed at that.
Convinced, weren't you?
Yeah.
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 But like I say, maybe it's just seen as more commercial enterprise, although that horse is on it, wasn't it? So you think it'd be, something along the same lines.
They used to have a beauty contest that these camel things used to go to. Best looking camel and all that.
Best
I was
looking
sitting there
camel.
going like, what? Has everyone else seen what I'm seeing?
Yeah, none of them.
Yeah. Anyway, Rio Ferdinand won.
Oh.
Just see someone, at the back putting a hand up and saying, when are we going to start marking something other than the toes?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Great.
That's a good camel toe. Great camel toe, yeah.
It's the only competition I'm going to be judging.
Yeah. Oh, dear me.
Wondered why you were at a camel auction.
I got it all mixed up, didn't I?
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that too. Don't forget, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.